home space. I think that's what Marie's talking about. And then what they've done for commercial, they've had break room for 2 years now. So they said if you want to do something commercial and charge for it, like teaching classes or holding business meetings, you have to get a break room account, which is a premium account. But we've discussed their pricing models before, and they're not outrageous, at least like that. So yeah, the big news is the free space of Sinespace is doubled, and you don't have a letter over your head that shows whether you're a premium or an El Cheapo avatar.
Everybody's a P. Everybody's a premium.
Yeah.
I want to make sure
I just noticed that.
Off.
And then whoever's wearing a VR headset, I also pinged Marie on this. To the best of my knowledge, they haven't done anything different. This, like I said, the viewer is the same as it was over a year ago. Karsten, who's very techy, says, yeah, it works, but grumble. But another fellow who's a regular user says it works fine. I use it all the time. So I leave that up to you VR headset users to test today. So they haven't deprecated VR headset support, but they haven't tried to make big improvements in it. And if anybody is on a Mac, let me know, because they used to be terrible about knowing anything about problems with the Mac side. Over.
Sidearm, are they still not supporting the C# API?
I don't know for sure, but I would say you bet your bippy, because
I know there's a concern about malware and so on, but the latest projects I do use a lot.
What you should do is ping Josh on that. I know you friended him, because they mutter sandbox area, mutter to experiment with C#, mutter, and someday we might connect it to the main grid.
Mutter is saying that they're looking at it.
No, they the last I heard, they have something where you can experiment with it, but they haven't, connected it to the main area.
Gotcha. That makes sense, because I know they are concerned about malware and viruses and so on.
The other things I'll mention industry-wide, since William, as usual, makes me think a lot, is they're still on 2018 Unity.
Yeah.
And I haven't even asked them what they thought about the latest shenanigans of Unity, because I didn't want to distract the conversation. Like the 25% further layoffs, and the abandoned plan to build developers for blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah just means I don't remember all the details in the middle. I'm trying to pick the highlights.
I mean, the problem is that I know they want to stay with 2018, but a lot of the assets that are coming out now are 2019, 21, 22, so they don't work on 2018. The shading is all messed up. Everything turns out perfect.
You should join their Tech Talks again, William, because they love to talk about that.
Okay.
They
I just don't know when they are.
I don't either, but you could look in the calendar here and see if they updated it. Full disclosure, I haven't been in Sinespace for over a year until Marie announced the trip coming up, so I said, I better go, see what changed. The other thing that not Sinespace related, but did you see the announcement that Apple says you can put things for sale on the Apple Store, but you're not allowed to use the word AR, MR, VR, XR. You must use the word spatial computing. So I'm going to shut up.
I'll tell you why that is. I was an Apple developer, just got an email from Apple saying, we want you to code for the Apple Pro, the Apple Vision Pro. That's where they're headed. They want everything to go spatial so people will come on and pay the $3,500 for their fancy VR headset.
Yeah, it's like, I think is it 35 or 39? I mean, it's like, it's out of reach for her.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Is anybody going to buy one?
I have one of the things that we're going to do differently starting in 2024 is we have some tasks that we're going to ask everybody to do that are pretty what we consider pretty important for using these platforms for education. So in a couple of minutes, I'll let you guys know. It's really simple stuff, right? Like friending each other and public and private chats and things like that.
Yeah, and we're still in a few minutes early. God, how do you run, you
Yeah.
guys? Does anybody know?
Shift.
Shift W maybe.
Shift and W.
Oh, I just found
there
you,
we go.
Bethany.
Shift
Yeah.
and W. Thank you. I'm like.
I was following
birds.
you.
Well, I'm like I'll always go where the birds are flying, where there's an ocean. Ooh, it's a vulture.
There's
Or no, it's a toucan.
keep going that way, Bethany. There's a pretty beach public area down at the bottom right.
Yeah, look, there's toucans down here. These are really pretty. I thought they were vultures because there's big vultures where I live, all over, lots. They look out pretty.
Oh, good hit. Hi, Val. Yeah, it's
W.
and over here to the right, and half of you don't know where we are because I used to get lost here. But there's and you can spacebar jumps, but you can't get. Oh, you can get over the. But this is one of the places.
Yeah.
Down here's a little sort of mini amphitheater with the big screen, and sometimes they have meetings here, or they used to, with Adam announcing the latest improvements and then saying they were secret and don't tell anybody yet.
Oh.
But they're not.
You guys can go. I'll just stay here for anybody who else shows up, but you guys can go down and take a look. It is really pretty.
Can you fly?
Yeah. Page up and hold it there, and then your wings will flap and you'll do turns in the air.
So I switched to an audio headset. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I was causing feedback on speakers and microphones, so. But I was going to try VR, but I don't think I can get into it.
Oh, a page up. I'm like, I want to fly. I see somebody flying. I'm just not used to the. Oh, there we go.
Did anybody make it in VR? Is anybody on a VR headset?
PC.
I'm on a PC.
Yeah.
Oops. I just hit into Bethany. Sorry.
Sorry. I know. I'm like, well.
I'm flying around.
I'm trying to cam out and see what's what.
Yeah, William, you look like a Secret Service agent in that outfit. But a lot of avatars do.
I love
Yeah, I try more and more. I'm switching to like suits for professional presentations. I did that in SL.
Here comes the gang. Yep, Val.
Wings.
You don't have any hair to me, Val. Did you forget your hair?
No, my hair's on for me.
I thought you were didn't have
I don't see hair either.
I thought you didn't have hair.
Well, I
So
see it
Val,
for me, but
Val sees hair on herself, but none of the rest can see her hair.
I can work on
I
it.
don't see hair
That
either.
was bald.
Just click outfit, and then there might be a way to.
I'll go in and check my hair, but that's not near as frustrating as the 2 hours I spent trying to get in VR.
Or
I
if
don't
she
mind
didn't
being
have any
bald.
clothes on, that might be bad too.
Val.
It was horrible. 2 hours, and I never did do it I never could find that Quest 2 can do it. It only showed Rift. But
Yeah.
no telling.
Yep.
So Tom is here.
Nice.
I'm looking, Val, to see if anybody is here, but I don't see anybody that says they use VR.
Tom, can you hear us? I guess he's in Discord.
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yay, yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Lovely.
William, I'll tell you there's a regular Wednesday event called The Buzz, and that's Mimi runs that still, and she was our hostess. You may remember when we did the mini study 3 years ago, but she always knows what's going on and always knows the connections. So if you're friends with Mimi, William, you could just IM her here and say, "Are there tech talk?" Mimi Marie.
Okay. Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Real nice community builder. Lives in Maine. However you say Maine. Yup.
Who's Brad? Is Brad one of us?
I think so. Brad was here when I came in.
The pirate?
Pirate, yeah. They always
Oh, yeah,
have
yeah.
somebody in the welcome center, I think.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, ask Brad. What are you asking? Oh, I don't think he uses
He's
VR
not with
though.
us. Okay, yeah, so I just wondered.
Yeah, he's one of the welcome center greeters.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's one of the things that
Man.
all of these VR spaces are doing now is having a is he a real greeter, not a bot? It's a real person.
Is Natalie ours?
Natalie is, yeah, she's
Yes,
an MLIS
Natalie's
student.
ours.
Most definitely.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
I should friend you. Have I friended you yet? Wait a minute. We're going to be assigned
No.
to friend each other.
You're gonna,
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna be. I'm assigning everybody a task to friend each other, and then find out how easy it was for you.
Okay,
to-
Natalie, I just friended you, so we can check that off if you find it.
Yeah.
I just saw it right now.
Yeah, so we have to find, let's see, who's nearby.
Okay, I got a message
Okay.
saying friend added, Marie. So
Okay.
far that was
Are
okay.
people in the welcome center?
Okay, I'm trying to friend James.
Oh, yeah, good.
On the nearby on the bottom. Oh yeah, now Bethany, I see your request.
Yeah.
Okay, did I get any hair?
And I just
Yes.
checked my mail, and James
I see
friended
her
me.
now.
So it was
yeah.
easy. It was easy to friend on here. I just right-click the avatar, add friend, and then in the mail, he accepted, and boom, we're done.
Oh, I was using the list of friends.
That's
Yeah,
what
the
I.
nearby list is a two-step process, but
Yeah,
it's still
yeah.
pretty intuitive.
Yeah, it's not hard. And I forgot how to do it, so it was...
Okay. I'm
Okay, so-
behind on, let's see.
I
Invite to here.
think.
You right-click, James?
Yeah, I right-clicked James, and got a
On-
bunch
on-
of options.
You mean on the list, or his avatar?
Oh, wait, no, it's left-click. Left-clicked on the
Oh, okay,
avatar, and then I got a list, view profile, view avatar, and then add delete friend.
Okay. Groups. We can make a group.
Well, I don't know if I added you or deleted you, James. I just clicked it. It doesn't tell me which it was.
Create a group.
Oh,
I'm
I see
thinking
the
of VR
request.
Exploders
I
group.
accepted it. There we go.
Okay, now we're friends.
This is our group. Group.
So
And
this
what's the
is-
group?
I'm creating
Um,
a group called VR Exploders, friends only, and...
Oh, hi, Tom. Let's
users.
see. Check it in your friends. Okay. So Tom just invited me. So how I do? There's a. Okay, there's now a new thing opened up in my lists, friend
I've
requests.
not been in
and then I can
Sinespace
accept
for a
it.
long time, so I'm working on it.
See, this is confusing to me because it says I got a friend request from Tom, and it says check it in your friends window. But when I go to my friends window,
Scroll to
So-
the bottom. There'll be a friend requests tab. Maybe your friends is open. Close the.
Yeah, I see that. It's all, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom.
Yep.
Confirm, accept.
scroll all the
okay.
way to the bottom where?
In the friends window, it's scroll down to the bottom, and you have to click to accept.
It's not doing that for me.
It's like hidden. It's yeah. It's,
How many friends do you have there, Marie, in your little friends window? It'll.
Well, see, under my friends, Tom Irvine's showing up, so I'm already friends.
Oh, okay.
But
Maybe-
what was confusing about that was that I never did do any accept or anything like that.
Then maybe you already were friends with him from a previous visit or something.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't think so. Does
So-
anyone know, because I've not been in Sinespace for a long time, can you do camera control to like move the camera without moving yourself, like using like the option key in Second Life kind of thing?
yeah.
Right-
I can't
Right
remember.
click. Right click and cam around.
Re-
With your
Right
mouse,
click
yeah.
with your mouse on the ground, and you can cam it around.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Use your arrow keys and yeah.
Yeah. The right click does it. Okay.
Yeah, and the scroll wheel you could cam back out, but not as much as in. Yeah, you can't. It limits you. Like, it's pretty good. Cool. So
There is also there's a there's somewhere, there's a place in the help where you can see the controls.
Okay, did you guys chat?
Oh, and I just had up my notifications at the very top, like a whole separate thing for accepting friends. So weird. Okay.
It's working. And if you guys take screenshots, post them. You know, you can go ahead and post them in either the general announcements area in Discord, or we do have a VR Exploders one where we sometimes post that's the one we use, the text channel for VR Exploders. If you guys want to post any pictures, I'm capturing video. Who's that over there? Somebody's up there.
Me?
No, somebody's up on a walkway over there.
That might be me because I can't find the rest of you, so I started walking around to see the rest of the center instead of standing with Marie.
You can teleport if you click on a friend, like I can click on you, Shannon, and I'm going to go teleport to user or invite here. I'll just invite you here. I created a group, you guys, and my friends should be able to join it. It's the VR Exploders. Do you see that under groups? And that would let us...
Let me see.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
No, I'm not getting it.
I don't see it either.
No.
Oh, okay, well, let me see. Members. I guess I have to load you. I thought it said any of your friends can join. So...
I'm doing the search, and it's not showing up on search in that group's window. It's VR Exploders you did?
Yeah, VR Exploders group.
Why is it showing up? It's not showing up on their search.
No.
Are we talking about
Sinespace
or
a private
Discord?
group. It's a private group in Sinespace.
He's meaning Sinespace.
I'm going to add members. I'm going to add you guys to it, so hold on.
You'd really want that with a class for sure.
Are you kidding me? I have to search for members. It doesn't just show me my list of friends. Now this is kind of stupid, right? I have a group.
Yeah.
Well, it does show you under friends towards the bottom. I think there's a list of friends.
Oh yeah, I have a list of everybody. But when I go to add members to this group, if I say click on add members, I expect it to show me people that I can just click, right?
Oh, you know what? I did a search on VR Exploders up at the top, and it came up VR Exploders group for me.
Yeah.
And then I have to apply to join.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Yeah, that's normal.
But
I applied to join.
I'm gonna click on. I'm gonna just say Natalie LIS. Let me see if I can search and find you. But I don't have to write this in. Natalie.
Oh yeah, like every time.
LIS, and then I'm gonna
I found it. Yes. I'm applying.
Okay.
I'm applying to join. Good catch.
I applied to join, and I got in.
Okay, now, see, I had to search. I had to write Natalie's name in, click enter, wait a second, and now it shows up, and I can click add her. So that's, yeah. Okay, that's fine, whatever.
Oh, and now we
Oh yeah,
have
now I see him.
chat.
Yeah, there's a
for
private
us.
chat. Yeah, so I was like, this is useful, right?
All right, what's the name of the group?
VR Exploders.
Oh, somebody just renamed
And
it.
if you look for it,
Group VR Exploders.
don't do a search in the groups part of friends, which would seem logical.
No.
Search at the very top.
Yeah.
Box search bar.
Oh.
Well,
Yes, don't ask why.
Second Life doesn't show you every group there is in Second Life. You have to search for it. Second Life shows you what you're a member of, right?
Yes.
Okay. But you raise an interesting point, Bethany, because the word, I remember Philip talking about it, they never thought people would go for groups in Second Life, and it was a major system rework to add all the groups.
They thought groups would just be for little interest things. Groups originally didn't have members or roles. I think the old days it was like a limit to 10 groups when I was doing it in the early 2000s. And it really, that was a thing that got really transformed. And places like this would start off with a more robust group thing, I would think. But these groups don't have roles or any of that kind of granularity, I don't think, that you have in Second Life.
They also, rather than groups, if you look at the bottom, well, when you click on chat, show chat, you'll see there's a maker group, a new user group, a global group. Those and system. So everybody who joins Sinespace is automatically plugged into system messages, maker messages, new user, and global. And
Status.
that may or may not be useful.
I have a request from James to join the group, but I don't see
Yep.
I'm clicking yes, like I checked the box, and I see role is request, status, edit, and there's like, how do I accept you into the group? Set status.
James, check and see if you're not in there already.
I don't see
No,
myself in it.
he's not. But I'm like.
Did you?
And I also can't click on Shannon Kriacha. You know, when I click on her, I could chat at her.
Yeah, and I can't search for you.
And well, I can chat at you and stuff, but I don't have an option to add her to the group. Like I should be able to click on the person's name that I'm friends with and add her to
How
this
did you
group.
get? I'm in the group now. Didn't you see me applying?
No, you just showed up.
Oh, you did?
You because the group membership, the info is the permissions are friends only. Only your friends and approved users can access it. So you guys searched for it and found it because you're friends with me, right? So is Shannon.
Are you friends?
Right, I am friends with her.
Yeah.
But.
All right, I'll add you manually, which is very irritating. But also James is his name is under.
Yeah,
the
I don't know if we're
button,
friends yet.
But I don't know how to get in. Yeah, James and I are friends.
Do we have to be friends first?
Oh yeah, we do. It's set to only friends.
Are we friends?
Yeah. Let me see. Right, James, you're listed online. Add as friend.
But am I
we weren't friends. That's confusing. You know, just because people are nearby, you just you see them all here. You're listed.
I don't think you're my friend, James, either.
Oh, that's this list here is
not
confusing.
intuitive.
Yeah, no, it's confusing. Okay. So
okay, but in Second Life, you have a similar thing. You can have all users or friends on, or online only.
Look at all
and we have nearby
coming in. Yay.
Okay, so now yes.
So yeah, as soon as if you're friends with me, you should see the group under groups, and you can join on your own. So James should be able to get in here. Set user. Yeah, this is like not helpful.
So Marie, in your list of tasks, I'm trying to differentiate between functions that are still here. They're just not. The way we're used to doing them in Second Life, we're not used to doing in Sinespace. But if it has the same function, I wouldn't blame Sinespace for that. But if it doesn't have anything that we're used to in Second Life that we really need, yes, then I would blame the third-party platform. I hope that made sense.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is that the friend thing is easier than many other platforms, but it's not that intuitive, right? Because I don't see an accept when I ask to friend someone.
Right. Good point.
It doesn't.
Well,
pop
wait
up.
a minute. You got a mail notice.
No,
If you
Tom.
check mail, you get a notice. That's what I've been getting.
Try that top
Click
right
on mail.
mail. Oh yeah, it says James Outload added me as a friend. Natalie added me as a friend. But it didn't ask for permission. Well, it did. I had to accept it, Marie. When I got the invitation,
I didn't have to accept it. Yeah, it doesn't. No. So here's the thing: is if somebody asks to friend you, you have to accept it. But if you ask somebody else, they accept it, but you don't get notification that they accepted your friendship.
Yeah, you do. William's telling you, look in your messages at the top right, that little envelope next to the bell.
Oh yeah, and messages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it shows up. It shows up there, but it's a bit weird because, for instance, in your friends window, if you then accept it, the message up top right still stays saying that they've added you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have to delete it separately, so it's a little odd that way. So
Yep, it is.
they're sort of not connected.
Tom, I was going to mention, if you right-click on the ground at the bottom right, you'll see a little pop-up help menu for the commands to move your camera.
Oh, right, the little, yeah. The
Follow it.
navigation next.
Yeah, and then it eventually goes away if you hit escape. So I couldn't remember how you turn that on, and you don't. It just comes up if you start right-clicking stuff.
And Bethany, I'm still not in the group.
Neither am I.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was doing other stuff. Groups.
Yeah.
Let me.
So, but James, can you search for VR exploders?
Yeah, I have it. I've brought it up, and I can't reapply. It just says I've applied.
Yeah, and see,
I can't even find it on search.
Yeah, and see, I see it on my end. I can see James here. It's like a request, but there's no button for me to click to say yes. Let him into the group.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, why is that?
Well, you must have done it for me somehow because I got in.
Yeah.
I didn't add you guys. If you joined on your own, you did. But I'm gonna go ahead and go James out loud. James.
So that's funny. So it looks like there's a timing issue here. If you ask to join before you're a friend, then maybe it messes things up.
Yeah, you gotta wonder.
Oh. I didn't think about that.
Okay, let me add members. Hold on. James.
Yep.
At the search.
So
Right now this shows as 6 members. Yeah.
All right, it's taken a minute. I'm searching for James. All right, let me try to create you, Shannon. Is it Kriacha Shan, S-A-S-N-N? That's it. Okay, Kriacha Shan.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to be in this group. We're just testing this, but there we go. So now Kriacha's here, so I'm going to click add, so you'll see that, Shannon. And now,
yes,
James out loud. I'm making sure I spell it correctly, right? I'm not making a mistake.
Yep. Two L's.
Yeah, it's there. And now click enter, right? Space bar. Click enter. That's enter. All right, give it a second. If it doesn't show up, I'm gonna click the edit button and see what happens over there.
Val, I see your hair now. It looks great.
Yeah.
This is not.
Can
I? Yeah. Approve. I'm sorry, you guys. Can I just tell you how much I don't like this stupid thing? You have to click the edit button and then you click approve. It's just like, just give me an approve button. Come on.
Yay! I'm
all right.
there.
We're all in
Looks
here.
like you guys are all there.
I'm validated.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
So, if you, just so you know, if you X out of the group chat window where like Creative Shannon just said hello, if you X out of that tab, not only do you lose all the chat history that's there, it looks like you lose the tab to see the chat at all in some cases. And what you have to do in that circumstance is at the bottom go to friends, then on the right tab to groups, choose VR Exploders Club, and then there'll be a pink button chat in the group, and that brings the chat window back. Which is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of
steps.
If you lose, so the take-home point is do not X out of that damn group chat because the whole world comes to an end. You lose all your chat history.
Exactly.
You know what though? Yeah, if somebody chats though, it does show back up because I keep Xing out of it. I X'd it out of it.
Oh wait, let me try that.
And it's popping back. But that's still very counterintuitive. It's counterintuitive. Like, I mean, it's also kind of hard. See, I have these system chats at me. Like, why is the system? What is the system chat?
I just got kicked out altogether. I just died.
I had a system chat that said Amvan's Lapis just left the region. Yeah.
It just kicked me out.
If just for as researchers or whatever, another irritating thing is you cannot do Control Alt or whatever to select all of the chat. It only selects all for that bubble of that person's chat. So there's no way to save chat.
And there's weird chats too, like the one titled, do you guys see Maker? And then it says system joined Maker. I don't even know what Maker is.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that on
For
your
editing.
chat?
Maker was for. Remember, the Sinespace touts itself as for developers by developers. They still don't consider themselves for consumers. So Maker is the fancy word for developer or designer.
Oh, so I'm just chatting with whoever's online that's also a maker.
Yeah, but they use Discord for the most part, to be honest. They don't.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Well, in the very old days, like 2003, 2004, chat in Second Life was global. So if you posted an announcement like in a blue box, women to do this, it would go to every single person in the world. It was like everyone was one group. So they would Linens would put up stuff saying like dance party at 2 p.m. And it wasn't until about 2005 maybe they stopped doing that. But when I started, there were just 2,300 people in Second Life, and it was if you did a global chat, it went to the entire grid.
Wow.
The entire grid. That's like this made like a similar thing. So if you chat in that, like everyone in Sinespace sees, or what does global mean?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. So one of the next, so I don't know what happened, but I was kicked out. That's why that's why I like using Discord. But so one of the next things that we want to test is being able to build real-time building, right? And I'm absolutely sure we can't do that here. Maybe we go home, like my home, and see if we can figure out permissions for people to put stuff down.
Yeah, you know what? I want to just get there. Can I make a comment really quick? Because now I'm going to say what Tom said earlier is correct. My VR chat, my VR Exploders tab, it didn't come back, and I went to friends, opened it up like the roundabout way, and you're right, all that pre-existing chat is gone. I don't see the previous chats. Yeah. So that should be noted, right? That's a problem.
But also, I got completely kicked out. Okay, and I restarted, came back in. It didn't put me in my actual last location, so I had to run over here. But all my chat is there.
Oh.
Under VR group. Yep.
Wait, when you say kicked out, were you naughty and bad and it kicked you out, or did it crash?
It cracked.
Can I excuse me, can I jump in here?
Yeah.
Because we're getting off base. Cindy Bolero and I checked out a lot of building together in Sinespace. It's not like Second Life. In Second Life, if everybody has permission on a sim, it's permanent. You build it and it's done. Cindy and I tried that for a while, and I could build something, and then she could try building something, and it didn't propagate through the network, so we had a real problem. And one of the things that I wanted to get back to that we brought up, that's a real issue as for the exploders, is it just doesn't seem like the developers are updating their platforms enough. Sinespace is stuck in 2018. I use a program called Extremality, which is stuck in 2019. And for VR, that's huge because Unity went to XR. It's a big change, okay, in virtual reality. And the problem is a lot of the assets are moving forward. These artists want to use the latest rendering, the latest shaders, so they're jumping to 2020, 2021. And what's happening is creators are having a problem because they've got all these beautiful assets with animations and everything, and yet trying to do VR and multiplayer is a nightmare. By the way, how many of you have heard of Gabmeister? This guy is a hero. He's actually trying to tackle a lot of these issues with how do you use the new XR system in Unity? How do you make it multiplayer? How do you deal with, for example, inverse kinematics? Because everybody does the head, like Allspace, the head and the arms and all that stuff. But the whole avatar is a problem. You know, we're walking around, I see legs moving. But in the new XR system in Unity, the legs are just draped. It's like a puppet that you're dragging your legs along, and it looks silly. So I'm wondering if people have looked at this. Is there another platform should I look at? And Marie Van, should I be looking at something like Spatial? Do they have a system for working with the new XR system in Unity? That's what I really wanted to get to when I came to.
You know, Spatial actually only works now. They pulled all their support for any headsets except for Quest.
Oh gosh.
And even in Quest, you cannot use the teleportation because the bubbles in spatial that you can click on and go to a different space, that doesn't even work on Quest. I don't know why. It used to be I had a version of spatial on Steam, and there's no more support for it. It doesn't even exist, I don't think, anymore on Steam.
I'm at your home now, Marie.
How do we get
okay,
there,
I'm
Marie?
gonna go home.
How do we get there?
Good question.
I searched for it in the top where it says Amvans and region, and then the second entry says Amvans Lapis' space, and click enter.
Oh, okay. Amvans region. Amvans.
No, yeah, Amvans, and then click the region check box.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I left.
You search for Amvans Lapis or just Amvans?
Amvans. I think should just show up. But it's taking forever to do.
It is taking forever to load.
Yeah, it's really slow.
It's a long search.
I'm not seeing anything. It doesn't find any search results.
Hold on a second.
Just AMVANS, nothing else.
Okay.
And check region.
I found it when I did it with a apostrophe S. AMVANS apostrophe S space.
Well,
there's a separate Amvans.
Pick the one that has an icon.
The icon one.
I see. Yeah, that's the Amvans Lapis space.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
There, I see you. I see Natalie. I see Natalie.
Boy, I'm struggling. Sinespace is currently not responding.
I see James hovering. Tom's hovering. Matt, you're standing on our heads. Yep.
Okay, just a note for you as a newbie. I clicked regions instead of explore because we're talking about regions, and I apparently went to my own home area first. So I'm now here, but I didn't know that. It's not intuitive.
You have your own free home.
Okay,
yeah, you have to add. You have to. I think you have to. No, the regions is only your property, I believe.
You guys,
but you have to make.
I might get booted.
Why?
Sinespace is not responding. I just got a pop-up saying, yeah, I might just glitch out and come back. Oh no, it looks like I'm coming in. I'm just sitting here going, whatever.
It says I cannot.
There's a way, Natalie,
here.
to add landmarks. At the top right, there's a mini map, and it says Amvans Lapis, and then one of the somehow you can add a landmark.
I tried to res, but it does. It says you cannot.
They call it.
Oh yeah, if you click the map, then you'll get an option to create a bookmark, and then it'll be in your inventory, which is I guess that's.
Yeah, it'll show up under the bookmark tab in your inventory.
Okay, thank you.
Similar to landmarks in Second Life, eh?
Bookmark.
Yeah, and now.
Where's the book?
Well, and it doesn't show an icon. Let me try creating an icon.
Details.
Now it shows it. It shows the little picture of the region too.
Are you guys seeing?
Yeah,
I have a data synchronization failure. Your data is no longer being synchronized with our servers.
Yeah, I've had that happen 5 or 6 times, but usually after a few seconds, then it says, now it's working.
Yeah. Please wait while the connection is restored. Okay.
That's about every 5 minutes that happens to me.
Oh, that's not happened yet to me. Okay.
Yeah. It's been happening every few minutes, but then it resolves itself after a minute or two, at least so far.
Yeah, I don't usually have this problem. I don't remember having this problem when we were here before, but this seems laggy to me. This doesn't it? I mean.
Well, it's this. How do they deal with concurrency? Because now we've got.
Have you checked your settings, Marie?
Where are my settings?
At the bottom right, there's a gear icon next to the loudspeaker, and then graphics is your first setting: low, medium, high, resolution.
Okay, lower all that stuff. Lower it. My resolution was set to high. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for mentioning that. Medium. Everything's supposed to be set to medium, right?
Marie, you have permissions setting, I think, from your mini map at the top right.
Okay.
I can't remember because I'm not in my.
Permission. Public. Anyone can spawn.
There you go.
Everyone.
Or the group. Maybe can you pick a group?
Groups. Nothing on groups.
Okay.
Members. Oh wait, here. Status edit. Everybody's a guest.
Ooh.
Group, but there are no groups showing up.
Okay, we'll try everyone temporarily. I found some books.
Let's see here.
I am not the region. I cannot place furniture here.
Let me set the role.
Okay.
If I set everybody as developer,
Ooh.
now can you? Wait,
I just saw a notification. I'm a developer. Whoa.
Can you
Oh,
guys
Ooh, I'm a
now?
developer too.
Okay, now the second trick, you cannot drop something unless you go into edit mode. So to go to edit mode, you have to, at the bottom right, there's an edit region red button. And then from there, you can pick your inventory, and I'm going to try to drop some books here.
Ooh, I dropped a couch.
Ouch. I hope it didn't hit your foot.
I'm trying to
I lost voice in Discord. Can somebody hit me with a TP? I'm still back at the welcome center. I don't know where you guys are.
Let me see here.
Here. So I've got some books floating in front of James. Can you guys see that? And
Yes, I see it.
Yeah, I see it too. How do you find the objects or anything that I can drop?
at the bottom right, make sure you click edit region,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to open your inventory with the inventory button, and then whatever's in your inventory you can drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have 0 items in my
I
inventory.
haven't dropped yet. I'm just, it won't let
If
me
you have
actually-
0 items in your inventory, you can shop.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is you can shop, and when you hit that, then up there's a bunch of different things like furniture.
Oh.
Then you can sort it by $0 or whatever.
Okay,
And just
sounds
look for
good.
0 silver.
Yeah.
The building is. This is where I really go nuts compared to I can't do it like Second Life. Sure, they have the red, blue, green arrows, but all my shortcut keys to rotate it, etc. You can't. You have to use the
That's
menu at the bottom.
Hard to rotate. I noticed that.
I dropped a rug. I mean, a sofa. I did it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see the sofa too.
But I have to tell you, when I complain about it, I get no sympathy, and then they tell me to go look at some of the gorgeous regions here that were built. So I say, yeah, you got me.
So what's kind of annoying is when I went to settings and I did it on the resolution medium, things are moving around, like the refresh rate is really slow.
Mm.
And I don't
Oh, I
know if
see
that, and I
someone
tried to put down a vehicle that I have, and it's telling me there's not enough space.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was able to put a dice. That's cool.
Someone put it down.
Yeah, it's supposed to be drag the name and drop, right?
Yeah, and where? Be careful
Oh,
where
I
you
see
let.
the car.
There's the die.
There you go.
You can get in that, guys, and drive it. You try.
Well,
I'm totally gonna do that.
it looks like it's going to launch into space.
Oh, how interesting! I drag and dropped in this chair, but I resized it, and somehow the built-in animation didn't resize, so I'm hanging off the side of the chair.
Hey, Val, I put some books out here
I'm
for
on
you,
top
but I
of
don't
it.
know how to.
Yeah, I think only one person can get in at a time.
Let's go.
Only
Let's
one
go for
person.
a ride.
Somebody-
Yeah,
Mary.
I'm trying to click it.
Oh, the
Don't-
dice has the animation built in, and it rolls.
And remember, you have to save and close.
Oh.
Save and close to get out of the edit mode.
But
Oh, I
so
see
there
the-
is
Oops.
so it's got scripts, like the dice has a built-in script, but I can't sit on it.
I'm standing
Somebody's
on top
dog
of the
is
car.
running around.
I bought a dog.
All right.
Marie, drive the car.
Yeah,
I'm
I still
standing on the
have a dog.
roof.
I'm not in. Am I in the car?
You're in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like it.
Oh,
So can I edit
Right.
someone else's objects?
Oh,
Like,
There
who's
she goes.
Kimmy?
There she-
Who's Kimmy?
You ran over the dog. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, drive outside, Marie.
I'm trying to drive outside, but
Oh,
there we go.
I didn't
No.
leave me on.
I don't think it'll go outside. What?
All right, you know what? I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to.
No, you can move it. Move it while you're in it.
How do I move it?
Edit.
Move it,
Go into
move it.
edit region, and then drag the arrows outside.
I still
Oh,
don't know how
Teeny-
to drop an object. Whoops, confirm. You want to enter mouse look? No thanks.
So is that
Yeah.
Bethany?
Yeah.
Bethany, you have to edit region at the bottom, then click inventory, then find in your inventory the object you want to drop, and then drag it onto the floor.
I have a region.
Yeah, I don't.
I have a region, but it's Bethany's region, my own region. I don't see Marie's.
No.
You got
Okay, wait a
permission
minute,
for
guys.
this
I'm just gonna put this car outside.
Yeah, that's probably easier.
I wonder if I can take.
So Bethany, you're in Marie's region, right?
Yeah. No, when
Okay,
I
at
click
the
on region, it shows me my region.
No, you don't want region. At the bottom right of your menu, there's a big red button that says Edit Region.
Bottom right, big
It's
red
a-
button.
It's above the word Shop and above the word Snapshot.
The bottom.
Do you have a
right.
blue?
Yeah, it might appear differently depending on how big your screen is. Like for me,
That's
it's
another
blue.
thing. Your UI may be expanded.
It's a big,
yeah.
it's a big screen. But I'm not seeing a big red button on the bottom.
Oh, this happened to me. Okay, click your set. Can you see the settings button?
Yeah, settings.
Okay, then go to UI
Okay.
and then try.
Interface 80% maybe. So interface.
Yeah, try that.
Size. But you'll see like a magenta button that says Edit Region.
This happened to me.
Yeah. No, 80%. The user interface. Enable login to preview. Yeah, show my name.
No, you just click the 80%.
Yeah. I don't see a magenta button that says anything about region.
What do you see at the bottom of your screen? Do you see
on the
there
lower
should be
right, the settings icon,
No.
the volume,
no on around the bottom left. You should have
show
like
chat.
9 blue buttons.
Yeah, the blue button region. When I click on region, it says
No, go past region. What do you have
Okay.
to the right of regions?
inventory, outfit, shop, and snapshot.
Now, above shop, there should be a red button that
There's-
says edit region.
No, there's
Right in the middle
nothing.
of the UI.
No,
Really?
there's
Okay, so let
nothing
me
there,
look
you
at.
guys.
Let me
Yeah,
see
I don't
that.
have edit region either here.
Okay, then you don't have permission here.
Right, it's like second line.
All right,
Okay,
let me
okay,
see.
okay. I
First-
thought I gave you guys permission, but
If
How
you
do-
go to the Discord, I put a
Could be my
screenshot so
problem,
you can see
too.
what the button looks like.
Oh,
like, how did it
Go
do
to
that?
the Discord.
oh,
Go to the Discord, and I took a screenshot of my own screen, a part of it, and with the Edit Region button, so you can see what it should look like.
oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll send a
You see it?
screenshot of mine, which shows nothing. I'm gonna do this.
Okay, now wait a minute. How did
weird.
I do this again? I did not. Is it settings?
No, at the
Maybe
top
like
right in
background
your
is
mini
on.
map.
Oh yes, my mini map. Got it. I forgot this. Okay, so now members, Bethany. Why Bethany's not on my
that's not
list?
permissions.
Maybe you're not. Oh, she's not in the group then.
She's not on my list.
She's not in the group. Bethany, are you in the group for VR Explorers in Sinespace?
It's my group. It's my group. I created it. Of course I'm in it, right? I
No,
would
no,
hope.
no. But I have to add you. I have to add you, Bethany.
As a member of the
Bethany
space.
of my space.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right. You didn't use group.
that's
So I'm gonna
that's
search.
irritating. I can be here and there's like, but I don't have. Let's see, Sinespace. I'm gonna put the picture there. You guys.
So-
do
so
take
Bethany,
screenshots. Yeah.
Bethany, click on the mini map at the top right, and then next to info, there's a members button. Click the members button. And you see that's where Marie has to add you. Do you
Members.
see a list of members?
Wait, where? Under what?
Okay, you clicked your mini map.
Yeah.
and you got a pop-up that says Amvan Space. There's a blue info button,
Yeah.
and then next to it is a red members button. Click members.
I have like this region or create a bookmark.
No,
Advanced Lapis
no.
Space info. It says
Yeah,
like
next
this
to
region and bookmark.
is there at the where it says info, like a tab?
Yeah.
There should be a tab right next to it that says members.
The members tab. Yes.
So you
Am I
click
not on
that.
there? Yeah.
Objects in area.
All right, then what do you do in members?
Well, we're waiting for Bethany to show up there so that she can be a developer and drop something here.
What?
But this is how you see who's allowed to do what in any space. Any space you go in Sinespace, if you click the mini map at the top right and click members, you'll see who is the owner, who's got and for some reason William is just a guest at the moment. I guess he must
You
have.
guys don't see my name on there. I'm gonna click on shop and see
Oh.
if I can.
I added you. I added you now, Bethany. So let me
Oh.
see here.
All right.
I click on yours and say.
Now she's there.
To developer.
Yeah, make her a
Now.
developer.
So
And
now
then-
do you see it?
Can I
Edit region in the middle.
And make Meta Basalt a developer too.
Yeah, let me
Okay, he's
see
like,
what
oh,
I can
he is a
buy
guest.
for free.
Sorry.
Yeah. Look under
sample.
furniture. Usually has a lot of stuff, Bethany.
Okay, is there anybody else here that's not that isn't in the list and isn't a developer?
I feel like I can edit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, James, you're a
I
developer.
got the chair too. So I'm good.
All right, and William's now a developer. All right.
Yeah, I just dragged a chair in. Can everybody see it?
Yeah.
You can
And
drag.
Okay, that's a big improvement because the last time I did with Cindy, I could drag it in, but she couldn't see my stuff. And even in the vehicles driving it around, I couldn't see somebody driving it.
Yeah, I can't.
The nice thing is this
drag
is
anything in.
all public free space that we're able to do this, and I had a big aha. Like William, I never developed like you and Cindy did, but I worked with Karsten's partner. Explained to me, in hindsight, it's obvious. She said, "You don't have to build in Unity to build here. Just go to the store and buy a lot of stuff and lay it out." And she did an entire region that looks gorgeous that way. And ever since then, I've distinguished, build from scratch versus build from.
Right.
Or she had a clever name for it. Yeah. So you could definitely set up a space here and.
That's
build
what I
from-
did here. That's what
Yeah.
I did with this. Is I got my house and then I went off and I bought some stuff for free, and I added the painting. The painting I think I added, and if you come into this other room with all the chairs and stuff, I added a bunch of paintings to the walls, and I mean it was just very similar to and a little fireplace, bunch of chairs for a meeting.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh yeah.
And-
Well, it looks like anyone can edit anyone else's objects if you all have permission like that. That statue, anyone else can, modify. And that die, I turned into sort of a squat thing, even though it wasn't my object.
I think
And
it's
never
because
Yeah, I see.
permissions.
he gave us developer rights. Yeah, so I can move the chair. You're right. That's a good point, Tom.
And I just want to wait a minute. I want to take a moment to reply to Sidearm's comment about you don't need to be a U developer to build in Sinespace. That's true, but I can tell you, if you do get used to Unity, you get access to the whole Unity asset store. You have a lot more assets to pick from to put in the build. You can upload the whole sim in one shot, so you get your whole sim there. There's a lot of advantages, and I know it takes time to learn Unity, but it's not impossible. It's not that bad a tool. And it does give you a lot of advantages.
So
It's what you're used to, I guess.
I figured out how to use Blender to take my Ready Player Me avatar and upload it to OpenSim.
Outstanding.
Oh, that's cool.
So my Ready Player Me Avi, which you can get the I think what is it, a GLB
Now
or
I see
something.
the edit
Yeah.
region.
You bring it into Blender, and then you save it back out as a Kaleida file, and boom, you can bring it into. We did it for the OpenSim conference.
Here I am acting like it's a big deal, and I'm like, wait, I was there. It is a big deal because you had to do all that work to do it, but I'm like acting like I.
Well, it took forever to figure it out. But ever since then, and I kind of think Blender's harder than Unity. So
yeah. Well, the thing, my observation on that is, if I have a targeted thing to do, I tried this. I started out to learn Blender by following the tutorials where I made the infamous snowman, and rapidly, unless you're hardcore intent and just work your way through every menu and submenu. But if you have a target, like Marie said, she wanted to get her avatar, or you find a tutorial that, like I found something that used Digital Emily, and made it so that Digital Emily, they took a skin layer and had it fragment and just float off. It was a beautiful, stunning effect. So if you have a targeted thing to create, then you can use these tools. But trying to learn all, 10 menus and 50 sub-menus, just, you can't.
You guys,
yeah.
I just somehow ended up underground, and I'm underneath all you guys, floating in space and looking up. I'm gonna totally send it. I know the weirdest stuff happens to me. I'm totally gonna take a screenshot right now.
Try sitting on the chair. Just if you can navigate your cam, and there's a blue arrow hovering over the chair, you should be able to sit in the chair, and then that may bring you up there and stand up.
Okay, I'm gonna just save this because it's always funny.
So, one other thing, guys. Do you guys want to take a group picture somewhere? For the thing. There was a couple of other. Let me go look and see what the other.
Why don't we stand around the statue?
Edit your avatar was one. Yeah, that's a good place. Was another thing that we wanted to do was edit the avatar.
And this is Marie holding her hand up in the air, championing VR worlds everywhere.
All right, let's see if I can sit in that
facing
chair.
the same direction, though.
Yeah.
Do you right-click on a chair or a couch? Is that how you do it? I don't.
No, William's got the chair. There's a blue arrow hovering over it. There you go. Marie's sitting there now. The old school sit is a blue arrow. The newer scripts don't make a blue arrow, but you have to edit that in Unity. So they're a bit ka-ching for William. Do you want us to look a certain way?
Yeah, let's look. If you want the statue in the background, everybody face out, like stand next to the statue and face out to the
open door. The open door to the porch. Okay.
Enable avatar move. Oh, this is a little bit confusing. Somehow I got into a different view and I can't. Oh, there we go.
Try hitting escape. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I'm still it's laggy for me.
I keep hitting the wrong thing. I keep trying to pan around, and then I move.
Yep.
I get like the two buttons confused. Is it? It's the left button. Yes. Oh, no, the right button.
Right button rotates you around.
All right. So and then you can scroll.
So
at the upper
so Natalie and Val turn around.
Val. Yeah.
Come back.
Go up to the top, to the left of the search bar, where there's that little blue circle that has like a Wi-Fi thing. If you float over it, for what it's worth, it will tell you what your latency is. I have no idea about that.
Oh yeah. Say that again, Tom. Where are you looking for the latency?
So where at the search bar at the very top, that's to the left of where it shows the time, then there's a little thing that looks like a Wi-Fi symbol.
A radar, yeah.
If you float your mouse over that, it'll tell you what the latency is, and it'll probably say no connection issues, although maybe if you have a problem.
Okay, mine says 45 milliseconds. Bethany, what does yours say?
Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? The latency, where is that? I see how much...
next to the search bar at the top, there's a Wi-Fi icon.
Next to the search at the
Hover,
top.
just hover.
It says no connection issues. Latency is 62.
Okay, hold on.
And then I just got a data synchronization failure, and now it's back. I just got one of those failures.
Yeah,
and my latency now is 1 One, it's all over the place.
Latency.
Yeah.
Search latency. What does mine say? You
Just
put
hover over it.
search-
It'll say,
Did you put latency
Yeah,
in
you
the
just
search
have to
bar?
put your mouse over that little circle.
After the what circle?
Mine's 79, but it changes a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the internet. The internet's all over the place.
I'm still not
Yeah.
sure. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to log into
Okay,
Qualtrics. Where is the button? Which button at the
Okay,
top?
at the
Latency?
top of your screen, there's a search bar.
Yeah.
On the left of the search bar, there's a blue and white icon.
No, there's not. There's a. I think that's a mic no data synchronization issue. Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah,
see
that's
that
what that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's what we were looking
Oh,
for exactly.
okay.
Retry
The
my button.
Wi-Fi button.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Anyway, guys, maybe we try to get closer
Okay.
together and all facing the same direction. Val, can you move in a little bit, maybe?
I took a screenshot of just the search bar with the blue circle to the left of it on my screen and put it on the Discord thing
Thank you.
to show what it should be looking like.
And then everybody just turn your avatar so the avatar's facing the door.
And I can't see James very well, so maybe move a little bit from behind Shannon. And Day, I think you're also. Okay, I got Day. Okay. All right,
Trying to move, but I can't move right now.
Oh. And I don't see. Oh, there's Bethany. Okay, so everybody,
Don't move.
say cheese.
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 Yes, I'm trying not to.
Okay. Save it.
Cheese.
One more time.
Cheese.
All right, I got a couple of good pictures there.
Cool.
But James just reminded me there's a way to. He's jumping around. There's a crouch button here, but I forget what it is.
I have to go to Selby's board meeting, so I'm heading out. And
Take care,
if you
Val.
send
Okay,
the
well,
link,
need to send the link.
send the link to our emails.
I have it.
Yeah,
I'll put it in
email
the
center.
local chat of Discord. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good to
Thanks,
see you.
Val.
Yeah.
Nice to
Bye.
meet you.
See you next time.
Okay, so I'm gonna upload those pictures. Oh, hey guys, could you also pick up your stuff before you leave?
Yeah, I deleted my chair.
Okay, how
I have
do
to
I do that?
edit region, and then
Oh,
click
yeah,
on
there
your.
it is. On something. I'm getting rid of the statue and my. Well, I thought I did.
And before we all disappear, I wanted to. You just delete it. It'll go back to your inventory, and then remember save and close.
I lost my dog. I don't know where it went.
It's outside on the patio. Copy the link.
Oh, there's
Is it?
some kind of
Let me get rid of my
I'm
chair
sitting.
here.
You guys, I have the link to the survey. I'll put it here in.
I see it.
I'll just put it right here in the general chat general chat window survey. That's it right there.
Is this the thing Val just pasted?
No, I just pasted
This is
it
the.
in Discord.
Well, I mean. No, I'm looking at it. The one I clicked said not active.
What?
You're 11:58 a.m. Here's our survey. Last 6 letters JUIBLE. Clicking it.
Wait a minute. Where are you? I just put it in the
In
in Discord. From me, it's the last.
The VR
letters are-
Exploders channel.
Yeah, no, it's in the general announcements.
General announcements.
Yeah, sorry. We should be in VR Exploders. I'll do it there too. Here.
Oh, that's where I
Here's
was.
the survey. That's the old one, right? I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't really post them in there because there could be other people who be like, "Oh, I'm going to take the survey," and I wasn't even there. I
I'm
don't
taking
know
the
who it is.
survey.
Yeah, but I also watch it like how many people are
love it.
here and how many people actually fill it out. So
Oh.
that's for today. It should be. It's titled Sinespace with today's date. We appreciate you guys filling that. Did we do all our tasks, Marie? We had everybody try friending
We
and
didn't finish all of them, but like edit your avatar and navigate to another location. Is there a map? We can.
yeah.
I mean,
We
I guess
we
we
can't do
won't have to
everything. It's like an
but-
hour, and we do as much as we can. But
Are you, what are you guys coming back here, or what do you have already picked out what we're doing next?
we don't. I don't think we have. Marie,
No.
what do you
Why?
guys,
Do you
have a
where do you think we
suggestion?
should go? Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about two things. One was your identity survey, which is the only place I could try to talk to you. But the other is my latest, if I could just call it, business conspiracy theory about what Sinespace is up to, which I think is relevant because if we're going to look at using Sinespace, to me, Sinespace is still the second best alternative to Second Life for some things. It still has a virtual economy. It's still alive and well years after its founding, which was just a few years after Second Life. It's certainly less little kiddish than Roblox, even though Roblox has 100 times more users than Sinespace. So depending on if you were disgusted or left okay with today's experience, I would almost think we should continue next time finishing Marie and Bethany's list of testing things here. But I'm not a strong advocate. I'm just saying I would be willing to check that out. My theory on where they're at is they're still getting their money from, they're getting their money to exist from Breakroom. And they have big pockets clients, quote unquote. I mean, they always said they have Department of Defense and places like that. But I went to this thing this week, which was the equivalent of a tech talk, and Josh, the lead developer, was there answering all kind of questions. It's the same 20 people. A year and a half later, it's the same 20 people that are there all the time. So they have a very strong community. They are a de facto guinea pig community for Sinespace, much better than their big pocket clients would be. So they seem to be keeping the place alive and well. That's my bottom line, you know. So I'm at the moment thinking it'd be worth checking out some more. It's not got enough people for me to talk to my contacts in Second Life to say, you know, oh yeah, let's teach a class here in meta entrepreneurship or something, because it's a frickin' nightmare to build stuff here and get it approved by the Shanghai Central Communist Approval Bureau. But you can build like gangbusters from the store, as Marie just demonstrated. So that's just kind of my updated impressions of Sinespace.
How is our group for Oculus Quest VR? In terms of how many people have it? I'm curious about the
I've
new
got
platform,
Quest 2 on the Rift.
Banter.
I don't have it.
I'm getting a Quest 2, just because we have one laying around. But what's your question?
Oh, there's a platform called Banter.
Oh, Banter.
Yeah, well, Banter VR, but I think it's only VR, not desktop.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's starting to get a good amount of attention.
Huh.
How do you spell that? Banter?
Yeah, I put a link in the VR Exploders channel in Discord.
Okay, I see it. And then Karsten said, check out Resonite, which is another one to look at there, just under James's link.
Well, one of the things that we've always done with the VR Exploders is go only to social spaces that work on both a VR headset and some kind of desktop options. Because if something doesn't work on desktop, it's like you're leaving out everybody who can't get on a desktop or doesn't have a headset, can't get on it, gets motion sick. So
yeah, totally.
It's not like we can't go there, but it's I don't know about how you guys feel, but from our previous surveys and everything else with people, like for educational use, if there's not another option for access, that kind of rules it out as far as it. I don't know, for the VR
yeah, that's an excellent point.
Purposes, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not saying we couldn't expand it, but then we're just going to be into like, I don't think of us as reviewing technology, like the hardware side of things, although we could definitely say, oh, this headset's working better than that one. But it's evaluating social spaces that are useful for teaching and learning.
Yep.
But can we create?
Well, I tend.
Not just stuff
Do
from
we
the
what?
store. Can we? Is there any native building in here? Like, res a box and texture it?
In the sandbox, when you log in, there's an option if you've registered. Just go back to your online account and say I want to be a developer, and then sign your life away. Just check the box. I agree. And then there's the login has a secondary option where you say log into the developer grid. That's not the right word, but yeah, from there you can just put stuff directly. But to get anything up here in the main grid, it has to be submitted for approval. And
Yeah,
then
but I've done it all the time for years, and it goes pretty fast. And the thing with again, I come back to Unity. If you really want to build, you do it, you upload it, and it is eventually approved. Or if you want to build something and UV map it, you do it in Unity, you do it in Blender, whatever. Well, Unity, and then you submit the stuff, and it's an item that you upload. And one of the things I would point out, because I just finished reading Matt Ball's book, if you haven't read The Murderverse, it's really good. And one of the things he talks in there is, how do we move assets from one platform to another? And Blender, to me, is the way to do it, because I'm spending close to $1,000 on assets this month for dinosaurs and whatnot for a project, and I would hate to think that I'm stuck on one platform with that.
Yeah.
But what I can do is I go into Blender, and if I get stuff off the Unity Asset Store, that's FBX, go into Blender, and the beauty of, and this is not hard, it doesn't take a lot of learning, I can move it to collided DIE files, okay, like for Second Life. I can move it to LGTF if I want to put it on 3D Web Worlds. And I have those rights, evidently, to move from one platform to another. So Blender allows you to attain what Matt Ball wants, this sort of transportability of assets, especially if you're spending $1,000 on this stuff. I don't want to be limited to just Unity or just, the platform I'm using. I want to be able to move it to different spaces. And that's what Blender is really cool. And it's not hard. You import something, then you just export it. It's a two-step process.
somebody's appreciating. Is that Tom?
It's thinking thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
and I would agree with
Unity and Blender.
And that's
I don't
what I
have time
did.
for that.
And that's what I did. That's what I did with my Ready Player Me avatar.
Yeah.
I got it in one format, brought it up into Blender, and basically saved it out as a different format. But it does take some getting used to, because there's some things that you have to do for it to actually work. Oh, and the other thing that I did is I brought the avatar into Deep Motion, or what's that other one? There's another one that will animate your avatar. Yeah. And I created the avatar there, downloaded the avatar, brought it into Blender, flipped some switches, saved it back out, and it worked. It just worked. So now it's these dancing What is it? What was it called, Bethany? I forgot.
Yours is a belly dancer animation.
Yeah, I have like a belly dancer animation now in spatial and a bunch of different animations, but there's a I can't remember now the name of the
It's not Animesh, is it?
No.
Well, it turns it into Animesh. It turns it into Animesh, but I can't remember the name of the platform that I used to do it.
I know we have it.
There's hundreds of thousands. There's thousands and thousands of animations on there that you can, if you upload your avatar to it, will animate your avatar.
Natalie, I think in our Hubs drive, I think there's a tutorial on this that Tally did, or somebody else did, to animate their avatar to put it in Hubs. It's the same thing. I think it's.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's a different. God dang it! I'm gonna die. I have to go find it.
I know the feeling.
You all maybe already know about this, but I've talked to Neil Trevitt at the Metaverse Standards Forum. I just put their website in the Discord chat just in case people don't know. But it is a really interesting group that's trying to work on this exact issue. And Neil is an exec at NVIDIA, but it's a nonprofit. I'm trying to get Irvine. I'm going to try and get my university, UC Irvine, to sort of join that forum, because you sort of join. You don't really join it individually necessarily. It looks like, but anyway, it's an interesting group working on these issues. So I just put a list, the website in the Discord chat just in case.
Oh yeah, that's
people
great.
know about them.
Thanks.
I would just throw out Sidearm wanted to go back here next month, which is a cool idea. Or have you been to 3D Web Worlds lately? Because they're trying to add functionality there. And nice part about that, it works on Chromebooks, which is just all over the place and education.
I haven't been there, God, in
Something to consider.
years. 3D World.
You might want to
Wow.
go back.
Wow.
By the way, I threw a link in Discord for Gabmeister. If you haven't looked at his website, he's doing very cool things with VR, with the latest XR system for Unity. In terms of VR and multiplayer, it's still got bugs, but that guy is pushing the ball forward. I want to join his website.
I'll build on Bethany and Marie's comments about the choice of platforms. I'm fine with your criteria. I have been all along fine with your criteria. For example, PC and headset both, and the 5 or 8 platforms, depending on what year it is, plus or minus. I'm fine with that. I enjoy working with you guys in this group and bouncing ideas off of each other. Building on that, my criteria and monitoring what's out there, the simplest thing that popped up in what you're talking about, avatars, Marie, is those are 2 major branches of a tree. Are you here to have a very realistic environment, like this gorgeous rug and the wall art and the very high graphic quality, modern contemporary home? And or are you here for, gorgeous looking hair and outfits, and a choice there? So expressing yourself as a multimedia complex avatar and expressing your environment as a complex multimedia environment, depending on what you're doing, they're either equal priority or one's clearly more important than the other. The so-called VTubers, which James and I ran into 2 years ago with one of the participants in the Zoom conference for the OpenSim conference, showed up as a VTuber with fox ears, full body rigging, head tracking and all that. And I just watched another video yesterday where the guy's got the bodysuit on. That's the direction you want to go if your avatar is supposed to represent you, full body with legs and everything. And then some people are totally into the environment. So I don't see a one solution fits all. I don't think that's that's why I came up with hybrid tech, and it all depends on your use case. If you're doing it for your own self-expression, that's why the 20 people stay here over and over and over in Sinespace. They're building really complex stuff, fully configured flyable planes that crash if you don't know how to fly, all the way to gorgeous outfits and things. Some of maybe half of them came from Second Life and still dabble in it, but they're happy. They're not trying to sell their stuff on the store. They're just pushing the edge, of what they can do with the technology. For me, I'm not doing that. I'm pushing the edge of collaboration and consortiums and
functionality.
And I need to.
Yeah.
And then you guys, you've got students in mind and something usable for their future, whether they want to be educators or pick a career. We've now got students that want to stay in VR, Second Life, but there's no jobs there yet, so they can hope for internships and research assistantships.
Wait a minute, Second Life doesn't have VR, or very poor.
Well,
that's not the way I would go.
That's a separate conversation.
I know.
I
got to go to another conference. To me, it's more the environment. So you all have a good day.
Thanks.
All right, and thanks for organizing this. Take care.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks everyone for showing up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, thank you so much, you guys. Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, this
Thanks for
was
the invite.
fun.
I'll try and come.
Good time to escape.
Definitely. Good to see you guys. All right.
All right. I'll look for you in the email. And I still want to ask you about your virtual identity thing, but I don't know when the good time is for that. How soon do you have to have those turned in?
I can hang back. I don't have to log off just yet. What do you mean have them turned in?
Well, you have a survey out there that you keep about participating in our virtual identity survey, and I keep ignoring it because I don't know where you're going with it.
We want to have people go to the rooms and take a survey about their, any assumptions about identity. So we're looking for participants.
This is based on.
Yeah. If you want.
This is based on it. This was based on the situation that I ran into here at CSU, where there was a person who came in who'd never been in a virtual space before and just assumed that the avatar, one of the default avatars, was an assassin.
Oh my god!
And shut the whole thing down as a result.
Yeah, that whole mental health.
So,
thing, right?
Yeah.
For students.
And for students, and so the whole point of our research is to try and show people that that people come in as assuming things about avatars and the people behind the avatar, and based on how much time they've actually spent in these environments their assumptions are going to change.
Yeah, that's our
hypothesis. Did it shut it? Is Second Life forbidden on the CSU campus now?
It's not Second Life.
No. This was Spatial.
Oh, is Spatial forbidden on the CSU campus now?
No, I have my own my lab. I have my digital twin of my lab, and that's out there, and that's fine. We actually got Spatial to change the default avatar so that that this person doesn't look like, she's wearing she's wearing a hijab, but she's also wearing like jeans and a t-shirt rather than some other thing that showed like
she had a strap on her. She had a strap on her leg, and the woman thought it was like a knife, that she was a terrorist.
Yeah.
And we're like,
that she was a
what? She just looked like a gamer girl character, right? Like, it's nothing that any of us who've used avatars. I was shocked. This is somebody very high up in the CSU, in the California State University system.
Oh,
she wasn't even from Colorado State, and she got that project shut down until you guys contacted Sinespace and changed the avatar. So it's like, wow.
Spatial.
Spatial. Sorry. But this is like, when we're accustomed to using avatars.
I'm asking because this is why I'm sensitive about participating in this identity survey.
Yeah.
Not because of you guys, but because it's got all this crap over it that I see in the social media. As you probably already know, you cannot stream Second Life on Twitch, which has moved me to YouTube the whole last year, and don't even try to figure out how that happened. The best conspiracy theory I heard was that a disgruntled, fired ex-Linden Lab employee got hired onto Twitch staff and convinced a naive, idiotic Twitch person that Second Life was a dangerous.
Oh,
yeah. And this is the same place that allows Grand Theft Auto game all over the place. So. But you can't fight City Hall. You can't.
No, but I guess our point is what we're trying to do is we're just doing a very simple hypothesis, and that is that the more time you spend in these types of environments, the less biased you're going to be about the people behind the avatar.
Yeah, that's the working hypothesis. That's what we want to test, like having people do a survey.
Okay, well, just to share some more, John O'Connor, are going to do a talk on identity at VWBPE. So one of my questions was, can you wait for our input till after that, because we're putting that talk together and some references, but we could aim it a little bit in alignment with what you're saying, which I'm highly sympathetic to.
Let's talk further on that, because we should maybe collaborate, because I want to hear more about what you guys are doing, because Marie and I were also talking
thinking about doing
something on this topic too.
for VWBPE,
Yeah, and John knows that you're doing the survey because he poked me and said, "Have you filled that out yet?" I said, "No."
John is one of our participants. He is one of the people who is public about his identity, and that's the whole thing. We've got these 2 rooms, right? One is, you know, like, here, who do you think I am, and how old do you think I am? Do you make assumptions about my gender? Blah blah blah.
Oh,
and then
God.
if you fill out the survey that gets we're looking for your like, what do you think? And then you get to go to the second room and you see the people, the real people, and John is one of them. This is him, and this is his avatar. This is his real photo. This is who he really is. So that's the gist of it.
Just so you know, this is not reassuring me.
Yeah,
I am hardwired introvert.
I know. But that's why we're not saying, "Hey, sidearm, you need to be involved." You know, it's just for who.
No. I understand.
Oh, but at least, yeah, but to maybe take the survey.
Yeah.
Right?
You should go take the survey.
To me, yeah.
It's all
But there's a bigger issue to me that I see socially, which is I don't even know if you want to get. This would be why it'd be fun to have a conversation, because I think there's. Now I have a little better focus from what you're telling me, which is people, outsiders' first impressions of seeing VR avatars. I can say that with Bill not here. I'm not saying metaverse anymore. I'm saying virtual reality, period.
Yeah, it's all virtual, right?
And
it's reality.
Yeah, and yeah. So, and it's just simpler because people can remember that from way far back. But anyway, that the first impression they have of seeing an avatar in a VR environment could put them off. Obviously, even the Second Life short dresses, or trying to find something that looks like a suit, like William was talking about, or even what I'm wearing is sort of party-ish, but it was what I had on since a year ago. You know, I've got a more cover-up thing here. So all of those are totally first impressions of people, and that's why I think the scope of what you're trying to do is social. It's bigger and beyond than, you know, just VR, and that's the possibility of it, is to express ourselves beyond our physical, real, natural world experience. And I don't know that that's part of the scope of what you're doing.
Yeah, no.
But let's talk.
I want to say thanks, Tom, for posting that link. We are looking for good research on this, and like in an anthropology journal.
Yes.
Because Tom, I think, has done work in this area and probably actually knows a lot more than we do. Maria and I are, but thank you for posting that.
Well, I definitely going to stay in touch on this. I've been sidetracked for the last few years. I just finished a book about the Intellivision video game system from the late 70s and early 80s. It was so much fun. That's coming out with MIT in a few months. But I'm starting a big new project on the metaverse and climate change, and really thinking about, you know, climate change stuff. But one thing, that short piece that toward anthropologies of the metaverse that just got published, I just put the link in the Discord, just because of the VR stuff. What might be of interest to people, you know, if people want to chat about it more, is like, you know, as I age and work in these spaces, I'm more and more impressed with how the starting point really, really matters. The sort of starting point that you begin from really shapes what happens down the road, right? That's why, like, I'm always talking about the danger of talking about real life, because it assumes that everything is physical is real, like there's no Halloween or Hollywood. Anyway, one thing I mentioned in that article is, you know, if I was, you know, queen of the world, I would actually ban VR as a concept and replace it with SI, sensory immersion, because the virtual of virtual reality and the virtual of virtual world are actually very, very different things that we're using the same word to refer to. And equating reality with the senses, with that sensory immersion, is confusing, and it's also ableist, because there's a lot of deaf and blind and other folks in these spaces. And so there's a lot of confusion around that word. So just in case that's useful, it's a short little piece. I'm just
Tom, you are so preaching to the choir here. Maria and I was a sociology undergrad, and I'm always like, we are totally. I mean, the five senses are important, yes, and I know our visual is very dominant, right? If you have that ability, but my God, it's not the end all be all, right? It's So totally, I totally get what you're saying, and I think it's spot on. And that is a missing component in so many VR education in VR circles or discussions and blah blah blah. People are very, very. I feel like all the time I'm talking to people and advocating that they read the read literature, read books, right? Don't talk to me about the movie representation and how the special effects and how fabulous they are. That's irritating, right? It's not. It's yeah. Anyway, sorry. Off my soapbox now.
Well, as I mentioned, and I'm going to be writing about this more, but not to defend, the marketers at Apple or Magic Leap or whatever, but thinking of, the key thing is place. That right now we are standing in a virtual place that's not in the physical world; it's a virtual place is the key thing. And what Apple is doing with borrowing Magic Leap's language of spatial computing. And actually forbidding developers from using AR and VR in their app descriptions, which is a little heavy-handed. But thinking about space and place, the geography is the fundamental thing. Because exactly what you just said, vision is very powerful and dominant for many people, but not for everyone. And it's not what makes something real or not is not the degree to which you can see it.
Yes, exactly. Wow. Well, we have to continue more of these conversations, you guys. Yeah. I should stop the stream. Like, we're just having this conversation. I'm gonna just end the stream.
Yeah.
But yeah,